couple of days ago, I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and he asked me, like, what's that thing you talk about? Like, what business are you in? What business are you really in? And he's in paving, he's in landscaping, like he does like stuff like that, not hair. But it all works together. And the three questions he's talking about is, what business do you think you're in? What business are you really in? And what business do you need to be in? And so him being in like the seal coating, paving business, we got to talking, and he was having a problem because he has customers, but he doesn't have trained people. And so he thought he was in the seal coating business, but he wasn't. And so this kind of goes back to what we do as salon owners. Like when we think about the business that we're in, we're thinking we're hairstylists, we're hair salons, we're barbers, we're lash techs, but that's what we do, right? The business that we're in is a little deeper. And so if you think about the problems that you're dealing with in your business, first problem is going to be really if you're profitable. Is your salon profitable? So that's your salon model. Once you get all that figured out, then it goes to clients. Do you actually have clients coming in the door? Do people know you exist? And so that's problem number two. And so the business that you're in is marketing. Is it recruiting? Then you have another problem. If you're really good at marketing and you have clients calling the salon coming in, who's doing their hair? Just you? Do you have a team? So then you have to build a team. So then you have to find the team, or they have to find you. So then you have to attract stylists now. And so the business that you're in could be one of two when you own a salon. It's the recruiting business, the marketing business. You have to be really good at marketing to clients, but also stylists too. Stylists have to know you exist. They have to know that if they join your team, you're going to support them and their vision because your vision's so big. And they understand exactly where you're going as a leader, and they understand everything about your salon. And they could see that from your social media content, from word of mouth. With all that said, now you built the team. Now you have clients coming in the salon, and you have a good business model, right? You're somewhat profitable. But what happens if someone leaves? What if, 4 or 5 of your stylists walk out? What if the suites open up down the street? Then what do? Then you have to attract more stylists. So you have to be in this never-ending stylist client attraction system going on. And for the most part, the thing that I hear from a lot of owners I speak to is they have a lot of new people that are applying or trying to come work at their salon, but no one who's really experienced. And so you have to step back for a second and you have to think to yourself, what business do I need to be in? And if you are an amazing coach, mentor, educator, and you could take someone from coming out of school and within 6 months to 1 year, make them super efficient behind the chair, that would change the dynamic of your salon and the trajectory of where you're going. And so if you have all three of those dialed in, you have stylists coming in and clients coming in, everyone's always reaching out to you to either work there or get their hair done there, right? And you have a profitable salon model that aligns with your vision, and you're amazing at training and teaching, you will have no more problems. So as a salon owner, barbershop owner, lash salon, whatever it is that you do, a paving company, a landscaping company, you have to be efficient at training people to the standard that your brand has. You're never diminishing your brand or your word of mouth or your referrals because you have a standard that you set. You as the owner, hopefully you're amazing at doing hair. And you're not just a technician. You actually took the plunge and you started learning. You learned how to run a business the right way. You're thinking like an entrepreneur, and you're a true leader. And a true leader, honestly, their main job as a salon owner and a salon leader is to coach and mentor your team. You build the team, and the team builds the business. So many owners just think they're doing hair, and that's where it ends for them, when they keep running into problems because they're not thinking like a true entrepreneur. You finally make the decision when you feel some pain. You have that walkout, you have no clients, and you have a full staff. Like usually people have 1 or 2 out of the 3, but you need all 3 to run a successful business in our industry. You need clients, you need stylists, you need to be profitable, you need the perfect salon model. But what business do you need to be in? Should you be focused on training your team, or should you be focused on recruiting to get people coming to work in your salon? When you think about those questions, what business do you think you're in? What business are you really in? And what business do you need to be in? You're going to think about the things that cause you the most pain in your business, and the business you need to be in needs to solve that pain. So when you ask yourself, think to yourself, what business do I need to be in? What's the thing that causes me the most amount of stress and overwhelm? And if I solve that, would I sleep better at night? That's the business you need to be in. So hope that helps you guys. If this brought you any value, do me a favor, click subscribe to this channel below. If you're watching on Instagram, make sure you click follow, and I will see you next time.